Alright, Kyle, so I have a Salvador video for you. I'm basically already in the new DLC. I tried to shoot an earlier video, it didn't really work. Basically, I'm just going to show you Sal's power. It really comes from the fact that he can dual wield these two guns specifically. Makes him a mob killer, makes him a boss killer, a sustainable boss killer. Like, Gage will kill when her anarchy's up. Zero will bore the fuck out of anything, but like it takes some finesse. You know, Maya and Salvador though are sustainable in their DPS, even though this is Sal's best build in my opinion. Where again, I will always say it, Maya has two completely separate builds that do two completely separate things, and they're both viable. But back to it. So as you can see here, there's the little gun symbols next to the stars showing the pairs that I will be using. I have the infinities, which I'll show you first. Basically, they have no magazine size. It's one, and they never have to reload. And they fire kind of funny. They fire in the figure 8, the Mobius strip pattern. But with Salvador's ability for... where is it? There we go. With fire rate here. Basically, I'll show you when I find it, but basically what happens is the longer you fire your guns, the more damage you do. Yeah, right there. The longer you hold the trigger down, the faster your guns fire and the faster you reload. It's absurd. So, this is them. But this is what Sal's really good at. I'm about to show you here. So this is the Ruby and the Uncapped Herald, two of the best pistols in the game. One for damage, one for health gaining. Like you can see, I'm getting pretty well mobbed here. I do have people that are putting me down, but it's not for very long, and there's not really much they can do about shit. You can also see that in addition to my health and shields being all the way up back again pretty quickly, I'm also regaining ammunition for as long as my Gunzerk is active. And you can also see that since I believe it's the more people I kill, it reduces my cooldown. So my Gunzerk's pretty much always on. Like, I might have a couple of times where there's gaps, but you can see it's already back. And I'm here at the next section of dudes. Oh. This guy might get me, like, I doubt it, but... Now, yeah, see, now they're in trouble, like... you may notice that when I'm firing my gun, occasionally you hear this weird loud pop. What that is, essentially, is the skill called Money Shot. The last bullet fired from a fully loaded clip, it adds something like 800%, if I remember correctly, to that shot per pellet of that shot. And when you have a gun like the Unkempt Herald, you can do significant amounts of damage, like, unbelievable. Yeah, right here. So last round in your magazine deals up to 800 damage. Minimum magazine size for full bonus is 10. So, like, I'm never going to get it off of the Rapid Infinities, which you saw here with me, but I will always get it off of these guys, and these are super, super powerful pistols. I'm going to swap out real quick on these, even though it's going to take some ammunition from me. This is what Sal was really supposed to look like. Watching the trailers and everything, like, people really wanted him to be abused with certain assault rifles, and unfortunately, I just don't think it's as good as all that. Like, it is, it's not bad. Like, I'll show you here, like, I'm gonna burn through some of these motherfuckers, but... Oh. We're gonna go back to Old Faithful here for a minute. Mostly because of this guy over here with the Inferno. He is doing some damage. But, oh, where'd he go? Oh my god. This is the problem with using the B shield. It's an undeniably great shield, but it's low capacity, and the fact that Salvador specifically has a skill that makes it so his shield capacity is lower, like, it sucks. This guy light my ass up. You can get elemental resistant ones, but they're very hard to find. You get them dropping pretty easier from some of the things in Tiny Tina's DLC. There's a treant that drops them. The Sham is really a great shield with Sal because he doesn't need he doesn't need the B when you have things like this going on with the Unkempt Herald and the Ruby. Like, just gaining that much life, dealing that much damage while slagging, like, it's an absurd thing. You know, this is one of those times that like, there's this thing in the game that works great. It's synergy. It's something that they never patched, and I'm happy that they didn't, because there's no reason to really do things like that in this game. Like, yeah, patches to fix, like, broken mechanics and shit like that, but, like, and I mean mechanics, like, in pieces of code and stuff, but, like, the game is fine. Like, there's stuff that they've left in here that they shouldn't have, in my opinion, but it makes the game that much better. So we're gonna Gunzer. So this is what can happen with Sal. You ideally want to start firing these guys at the same time. This is basically a really easy way, one of the easy ways to kill Pyro Pete, because he is very weak to fire, which is ridiculous because he tries to kill you with fire, but whatever. I don't think I'll do any of those bosses. I know I can't do them with Maya, which is who I would... Oh boy, yep. Oh, you dick! Alright, so let me get this going. We're gonna do this. This is what we wanted to do. Oh, he's trying to run away from me. What a jerk. Oh, he's out of range. God damn it, what a dick. Alright, that's how you want to do things. Alright, so we're gonna load back the old infinities here. We could do the Fibber too. The Fibber's a real good one with Sal because it fucking... Ugh, the fire rate's absurd. Alright, that's how this asshole wants to play it. He's how we gonna get it. Alright, once my Gunzer comes back up, this motherfucker. Alright, asshole. Yep.
Pointless, but well done.
Aww. Yeah, fuck you, dude, alright? Stop trying to kill me and eat me. I am not food. Fish are not food, and neither are Salvador's.
A fantastic day for
I believe that I'm high. You can see I'm still regaining ammunition fairly quickly. I will do this on the regular when I just don't have enough money if I'm getting murked by something in particular where I can't come back from it or seem to come back from it. I'll come in here and or I'll find some place to lay low, and I will just spam his ability until I gain back a shit ton of ammunition. You know, like they gotta be in hand, I believe. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. We never want to do that. We always want the unkempt herald. Yeah, there we go. See? I mean, just chillax there for a minute. It'll last for about 30 seconds or so. And, you know, I'll recover quite a bit of ammunition over that time. It's a really easy way to maintain your lead, or if you're doing something, like if you're in the Digital Shock Peak DLC where you're doing run-throughs after run-throughs, and you're finding yourself getting scummed on ammo that you need, like, he'll do everything but rockets and grenades, but you should always have the self-sustaining grenade anyways, like the magic missile, or the chain lightning, or, what is it, lightning, I think it's the lightning strike, yeah, you have chain lightning and lightning strike, yeah, both of those do it, the fireball, like basically anything that comes out of Tiny Tina's that's either a blue or a purple specific grenade from that DLC is a self-sustaining grenade. The rare ones will obviously have higher rates of ammo regeneration for your grenades, but still it's pretty retarded. And then also, if you want to do your rockets, all you need is for to get a Logan's Run pistol, which fires rocket splash damage into the ground, put the sham shield on, which absorbs ammo, and you just fire that thing at the ground, and it will literally, you want one of, like, 89% or higher on the sham shield for absorb rate, and you will literally regen your rocket ammo from that gun, and then you won't have to worry about rockets or grenades, and then Sal will just do his thing, and you can see again, just regenerating, and this is what he does, and it's one of the reasons he's good. This is the other reason that he's good. Remember that, the ruby and the unkempt herald. You should have a grog nozzle instead of a ruby because you do have a higher life gain chance from it, but that's, you know, it's you have to go into the Tiny Tina's DLC, and then you have to start a mission, and then you don't finish the mission. You just leave it open, which kind of sucks, honestly, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Because like I said, the grog nozzle gains you so much more life. Like, it's almost impossible to die using a grog nozzle. Like, almost literally impossible if you're Sal and you have the Unkempt Herald and the grog nozzle. You can't go down. Like, you can't be stopped, won't be stopped. And that's kind of where it is. I'm going to cut it right there. I have ice cream to eat and marijuana to smoke, as is expected.